family, and welcome back to another YouTube video from yours truly. Now, I've said it a few times on my Instagram, if not once, if not twice, if not 10 times. I have said that in a few weeks' time I was going to Liverpool Comic Con, I was going to meet this person, that person, and guess what, people? It happened. It happened. Last weekend, I compose myself every single time I think about it. So it happened last weekend. It was brilliant. It was the these lyric words, I'm thinking about it that much. It was at the exhibition centre in Liverpool. Who was there? Who wasn't there? You had the cast from the Vampire Diaries, the originals, Twilight, Sons of Anarchy, Stranger Things, Lord of the Rings, you name it, they were there. So I brought special photo ops for Charlie Hunnam, Jax Teller, of course, Ryan Hurst, who played OP, Emilia Riveria, who plays obviously Alvarez, the president of the Mines MC too. Who else did I buy? I brought Stranger Things. I brought a photo solo op with Gwydion, the drummer from Corroded Coffin, and I also brought I can't get my words out, guys. I also brought a photo op with the trio also from Corroded Coffin, so I had a little bit of a mixture in there as well. It was so fun. I am going to put the photos on at the end of this video, just so if you haven't seen them already on my Instagram, I'll put them on the end of this video for you to see. And it was such an amazing experience. Now, every time I have done a convention before, I've gone purely just for the buzz of it or the feel of it. I haven't gone to meet any celebrities in particular, especially if none of them take me fancy. I wanted to go to this one this time was because I wanted to meet Charlie Hunnam, because I've loved him for as long as I possibly remember, and also meet the Stranger Things guys also. And every single person that I met was absolutely lovely, and I mean lovely. I worry sometimes when I go to things like this, especially conventions, when you've paid all this money to see a certain person and you're just thinking to yourself, these are going to be real arseholes. So I was thinking, I have spent £90 on a solo photo of Charlie Hunnam. If he is a bit of a bad end, I'm going to be raging. Anyway, completely proved me wrong, because I went into that photo op and oh my god, my eyes lit up, my heart started racing a little bit too fast. I started sweating, I started panicking. I was like, do I hug him? Do I say hello? Do I give him a handshake? Do I give him a high five? Do I give him a fist pump? What do I do? I walked straight over to him and he literally looked me up and down and he says, oh my god, you look amazing. So there was me just practically just dying on the floor, probably needed somebody to come revive me. And then he literally put his arm around me and I was like, what do I do? Like, do I put my arm around him back? What do I do? So I put my arm around him and he was just like, come here. And he was just giving me the tightest cuddle I've ever had, and I can still feel the cuddle now, and it was amazing. And he was like, where are you from? And I told him where I was from, and he looked at the photo while it was developing onto the screen afterwards. He was like, you have the most gorgeous eyes I've ever seen. I was like, oh my god, oh, die. Yeah, and then he was like, are you okay with the photo? Is that okay for you? I was like, yeah, that's fine. And he was like, oh, bye, gorgeous. And I was like, down. So it was a really, really positive experience with Charlie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. He was such a gent, handsome as always, that'll never change, but truly, truly down to earth. Second photo op I had was with Emilia Rivera. Now, again, on most photos that I've seen with him, he seemed very closed off, very a bit. So I thought, yeah, this might not be too much of my expectations either. Again, proved wrong. I went straight into the photo op area. He was, hi, how are you? You look very nice. Did you travel for? He was like really trying to strike a conversation. Really lovely. Again, he put his arm around me and was like, you look great. Have a nice day. I also got an autograph with him too. So he was a really nice person. And then I had a duo photo up with Ryan Hurst and Charlie Hunnam. So I was like, yes, get to see Charlie again. Get in. As we were queuing for that one, there was a few people in front of me. And I was watching these people go by and I'm thinking, oh God, how am I going to do this now? Like, this is the ultimate sandwich that I've wanted for as long as I possibly remember. So I went straight into the photo op and I said to Charlie, it's me again. And he looked at me with a little laugh. And Ryan is literally like this big, massive, tall giant. So I was like, right, how's this going to go down now? Okay. So I just kind of sandwiched myself in between them both. And they both just squeezed me again. And I was like, oh my God. God bless you. God bless you. Again, so nice, full of compliments, just wanting to talk. I think if given the opportunity, if they could have had a conversation with you, they would have. Like, that's how nice they were. I mean, sometimes I've seen people have bad experiences from photo ops where you've gone in and the guests have paid literally zero interest and they've just smiled to the camera and that's it, like, bye, on your way. But every single guest that I had a photo op with on this day were absolutely phenomenal. And then I had a solo photo op with Chad Michael Murray, absolute dream, my favourite person. I absolutely adored him in the House of Wax and I had to get that in there to him as well. I also got an autograph from him also. So obviously when I was picking my picture from the autograph desk, I was like, I love House of Wax, so it's got to be that one, favourite film. And we were chatting. But also at the photo op area, again, can't fault him. I really hope Liverpool Comic Con get him back because he was such a sweetheart. Every single person that went in took a bit of time to talk to them. He held my hands, asked how I was, where I'm from, if I'm having a good day. I had the photo and then he looked at me and he's like, oh my God, you have gorgeous eyeballs. I was like, thanks. That's you and Charlie Hunnam now that's complimenting on my eyes. Like, I'll take that. And then I was just like, I was so embarrassed. I was flushed. I was red-faced. I scurried out the photo op area like, bye Chad, have a nice day. See you soon and I might die. Bye. But still, great experience. And then I met Corroded Coffin. Well, to be honest, I've done all this order wrong because Corroded Coffin were the first people I saw in the morning. Me and my friend were the first in the queue. We had a diamond pass, so it was literally in and out. We went in. The guys were lovely. All three of them were nice. We had a little bit of a giggle and a hug, and we had the picture, and we went out. Now, around the back of the photo op area is where you wait for your photos. And me and my friend were waiting for the photos, and I was just printing out. People were coming in, out, in, out, in and out, having the photos. I was like, where's our photo? No one could see where this photo was. So the person who was working like the printers and the computers, he was like, right, just give me a minute and I'll go and get it. I'll go print them off. We were like, okay. He comes back. He goes, have you still not got it? No. He goes, I'll go do it. I said, well, I'll tell you what. Just to save you the faff, we'll go back in and have another photo. He was like, yeah, all right then. I was like, get in. Get to see them again. Or another photo. So in total, we've got 3 photos. 2 that won't print. And 1, the printed one. So that was a good experience. And then obviously I met Gwydion on his own. And I've expressed how I feel about this guy over on my Instagram. I adore him. He was so sweet. He was so genuine. He was so welcoming. They're calling the words out. Fuck. He was so welcoming. Welcoming. He was so welcoming. Pleasant. Just wanted to talk to everybody. Wanted to interact. Wanted to engage. Happy to have a conversation. Always smiling. Never unhappy. Just a true gem. And those were all my photo ops. I didn't have too many photo ops. I had just those, and I had 3 autographs. I had an autograph from Ryan Hurst, an autograph from Emilio, and also an autograph from Chad. Overall, brilliant time. I had the best time of my life. Memories were made that I'll remember for the rest of my life. I've made new friends. Whoop, whoop, who I'll probably be meeting up with at future conventions and events. So, women there anyway. But obviously the people I met guest-wise were just so lovely. It made my experience so much better. I was going in with this with my eyes closed just a little bit, thinking, well, is it really going to be all that it's made out to be? Am I going to be really gutted for spending this much money and the guests not living up to my expectations? But no, they literally exceeded them all, and I just had the best time. And the stalls, I couldn't get much to the stalls. Obviously, I know, like, my anxiety was like out the roof at this point. There were so many people. There's only one downside, I thought, as my first Comic Con. I generally thought that they oversold the entry tickets, because there was a one point where you were all literally sardined everywhere into the main arena hall, the corridors, the elevators, the stairs. You were all literally just like couldn't move. If there was a fire, it would have been a disastrous turn of events, but that's a different story. But overall, minus that being too busy, it was a great time. There was people cosplaying there, brilliant cosplayers. I'm sure if you have a scout around on social media with the hashtag Liverpool Comic Con, you'll see the cosplayers. And just check out other people's opinions also on the event. I've seen a lot of positive things about all the guests. It was just overall a brilliant event, and I can understand why it was a sellout, because every single guest that was there wanted to be there. They weren't there just because I'm getting a lot of money. Maybe that was probably the reason, but it didn't come across as this is a chore. I'm going to have to do this for these people because I'm getting paid for it. Every single person that was there was just so genuine, so lovely. And after all, you know, they are people. They are human, just like me and you. But, you know, sometimes people let things go to the heads a little bit and become a little bit of a bloated. And I don't like that. And I avoid people like that at all costs. But no, every single one of them were lovely, and I can't wait for my next Comic Con. So that's Comic Con wrapped up. I will post my autographs, and I will also post my photos for you in this video also. I hope, if you are following me on Instagram, I hope you have seen the pictures so far and just see how much of a bubble I was actually in meeting these people. Literally, I've loved Charlie Hunnam for as long as I remember. I remember seeing him first in Green Street, and I've loved him from them. And obviously the rest just follows on. So yeah, that was my Comic Con experience. I cannot wait for the next one in April. I'm hoping for some really good guests. I'd love to see Charlie back because he was phenomenal. I'd love to see Chad back, and I'd love to see Corroded Coffin back also, because they were just so perfect with the guests. I have not seen one negative review yet about Corroded Coffin. I've not seen a negative review about Charlie, and I've not seen a negative review about Chad. Get them back, Liverpool. You're bringing the punters. I'd buy tickets 10 times over. Get all those back. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope you're all safe and well. Follow me over on my socials if you want to, or if you don't already, to continue to see what I get up to. So I will see you very soon.